Hello, everybody. This is Tom Eckert here. You're listening to my podcast, Numerology, a GPS for the soul. This is your place to learn about the true power of numerology and how to use it to bring out the best in yourself, understand your loved ones better, take wise decisions, and prepare for your future. In other words, how to live your life aligned with your true destiny. Take your time to educate yourself and share these podcasts with your friends and family so they too can enjoy the great benefits of numerology. Enjoy! Hello everyone, and welcome to all my beloved listeners. I am super stoked and excited to share today's episode with you, as for the first time I will be talking about the unique and brilliant Human Body Numerology Method, the method I actually use when I give numerology readings, consultations, and when I teach numerology to my students worldwide. But before anything else, if you are new here, first of all, I want to welcome you to this podcast. In this podcast, we discuss numerology as a path for inner transformation, spiritual growth, and self-understanding. I attempt to make numerology accessible and applicable for everyday life matters, and to do my best to provide you with grounded information so that you can apply numerology in order to live a better, more conscious and balanced life aligned with your soul and your true purpose. Now, here are a few ways you can dive deeper into numerology. Firstly, you can book a numerology reading with me. In a reading, you can ask any question that is burning in your life that is important to you and get precise self-tailored answers exactly to your needs. You can also read more about my readings and contact me through the link in the episode description to book a reading with me. Now, if you wish to study numerology on a deeper level or even pursue it as a career, I'm inviting you to check out my numerology study paths. The first one is my self-study numerology course, where you can learn the fundamentals of numerology in a comprehensive way at your own pace via your mobile phone, your tablet, or your laptop. Alternatively, and if you want to go deeper, you can sign up to my complete path of certification from beginner to numerology expert and get certified as a professional numerologist. Now, to read more about both, check out the links in the episode description. And now, without further ado, let us dive into today's exciting topic. So, I've been teaching and talking numerology for quite a while, using terms that most of you are familiar with, such as the life path number, expression number, solar number, and so on. But truth is, when I teach numerology and when I myself create charts, I work with a whole different world of symbolism that is, frankly speaking, far more powerful. It is derived from the brilliant Human Body Numerology Method that was passed down to me directly from teacher to student, from my beloved teacher in Israel, Sharon Ron, and that I pass on to my students as the main ambassador of the method outside of Israel. It is the most powerful, accurate, and profound numerology system I've encountered, and I'm proud to be part of this lineage and to initiate new students and numerologists to be part of it. My beloved teacher, Sharon, is the founder and creator of this method. And in fact, it was revealed to him in a dream at the extraordinarily early age of 16. This method works with body locations instead of the known location names most of us are familiar with from Western numerology. For example, life path is called heart number, Expression number is called hands number. Soul urge, head number. Personality, legs number. And birthday, minor heart number. Now, being assigned body locations makes the memorization of each location and its function far easier than with generalized titles that, in my experience, often confuse many numerology enthusiasts, myself included in the past. But there's so much more to using and learning the human body method. It is far more intuitive, accurate, and offers insight into one's life like no other numerology method that's crossed my path. So, in this episode, I want to reveal to you some of the incredible feats, if you will, of this unique method. So, over the years, I've noticed many people use varying terms to describe the life path, the expression number, and all other core locations. I've seen people being confused as to what those grand titles actually mean. I've seen people confusing the meaning of the locations, and even seen people not being sure as to which location has more impact. I mean, after all, when you hear the titles such as life path, soul urge, or heart's desire, or destiny number, how would you know what's what and which is more central than the other? I mean, they all sound so grandiose that so much can be encompassed in each one of them. Now, all of that is irrelevant or becomes irrelevant with the human body method, the human body numerology. So in this genius method, and I'm not ashamed to call it genius, I'm super proud of passing it on, we speak in body locations. The heart is the centerpiece. Now, we all know that in order to hear the compass of our soul, it whispers to us. To hear the deeper truth of who we are, we must listen to the heart. We all know, right, this sentence, just listen to your heart or just follow your heart. That's why in the human body numerology, the heart is always the most central location and represents what in Western numerology would otherwise be considered the life path number. Now, it's easy to remember and work with. My heart is my compass, and it reminds me why I've incarnated here, my true purpose, my true reason. So intuitively, I come back to my heart, to my center, to the number that occupies this location. In my case, a 25-7. And thus, remember my core destiny and path. No need for sophisticated titles, just simple, spontaneous intuition. Extending from the heart are our arms and hands. It is a well-known thing, in fact, that by shaking hands with someone, you can feel into their heart and soul. You can feel whether they are warm, kind, cold, withdrawn, and so much more. So much information flows directly from the heart all the way into our hands. Even in Chinese medicine, if I'm not mistaken, and other healing modalities, it is rather known that the arms and hands are an extension of the heart. They are literal meridians of the heart, right, extending into the arms and the hands. The hands are also our vessel of manifestation. We do and create with our hands. And so it is, in the human body numerology. The hands number stand for our power of manifestation and the way we carry out our essence and destiny. That is represented by no other than the heart number. The hands number, therefore, stands for the expression number. Again, since our hands are so intuitively connected to us and to our function and manifestation in life, we can simply drop the grandiose titles and intuitively understand and remember their function in our chart and their direct correlation to the other core locations, the heart number in this case. In my case, the hands number is a 27-9. Moving on, we have the head number. Now, imagine for a moment, I ask you to visualize your deepest aspirations, dreams, and goals. You close your eyes and allow your imagination to open up this vast horizon before you. Feel into it for a few moments. This is all happening in your headspace. It is in that space of consciousness that you open up into your conscious dreams, aspirations, and goals. And so, the head number represents exactly that. The place where we discover our goals, dreams, aspirations. And in the human body numerology, also our unique way of thinking. This is a unique discovery of the human body numerology. And so it substitutes the confusing title of soul urge or heart's desire, which again, I've seen many people being confused about. In my case, the head number is a 7. Can you start to sense how intuitive it all is? No need to memorize titles that all sound pretty similar and grandiose. Life path, expression number, destiny number, soul urge, heart's desire, growth number, etc. and so on, right? We leave all those aside and connect to our direct experience, our body and energy body, where it is easy to sense into the natural function of each location intuitively, which creates an incredible connection between numerology and your lived experience. And just to finish off what I started, I'll mention that the legs number stands for the personality number, since our legs that extend to our feet are the only place that actually meets the ground, meets the earth, touches it. This location stands for that part in us that meets the world, symbolically, therefore, personality number. In my case, it is a 20/2. And last, but not least, let's talk about the minor heart. The minor heart stands for the birthday number. So why do we call it minor heart? Well, because it is also derived from the date of birth and holds a unique power as such, similar to the heart number. It provides essential qualities from birth, just like the heart number. It lends energy both to our inborn talents and extra directionality, and this is really a unique discovery of the Human Body Method, to our heart's number destiny. In my case, it's a number 2. But there's so much more. In fact, there's no way to describe to you just how genius this method is without teaching it to you. But I do want to show you the genius way in which the body locations communicate with one another, just like in our own body or energy body, if you will, and how these interactions reveal an unmatched methodology to reveal ever deeper information about you, us, the people you love, our internal dynamics, and those of others. Again, I don't want to brag And after all, I didn't even invent this method. My teacher did. But you won't find such accuracy, detail, and precision anywhere else. At least I didn't in any numerology book, software, or website I came across. And that's, my friends, why I truly adhere to this method. So now I want to really show you this magical part of the human body method, how those locations communicate with one another. But before I keep talking any further, if you are enjoying this podcast and want to keep learning more grounded, applicable, and high-quality numerology, make sure to click the follow or subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell on the platform you're listening from. And make sure to become part of my numerology community. Also, make sure to check out the questions at the end of the episodes. I'd love to hear from you. It helps me know more about you, my beloved listeners, and consequently provide you with better content. So now that we've established the 5 core body locations and their functions, I want to show you what happens when they start interacting with one another and how incredibly revealing this is about you and everyone you know. I won't go through all possibilities, as this would require many hours of teaching, but I will show you a few central ones. Let's take the head number and the hands number. The head number shows our dreams, aspirations, and goals. But it doesn't necessarily show us whether or not we have the tools and capacity to manifest those dreams. So where would we find the answer to that? Well, you guessed it, the hands number. Remember how the hands number shows our capacity for manifestation? Well, it also reveals our most powerful skill set and toolbox to bring any aspect of our being into manifestation. And so, it is in this unique interaction and dialogue between the head number and hands number that we have a deeper glimpse into how well or not we will be able to manifest our dreams, aspirations, and goals. Again, this is a very simple, energetic relationship that we can find in our own life. That's why it's so intuitive, right? How our head, namely our dreams and ideas and aspirations, communicate with our ability to manifest them, our hands, our arms. At times, our dreams may be very big, like number 9, for example. But our hands number, our manifestation vessel, may be very small in comparison, say a number 2. Or we may have a highly ambitious, head number with strong goals, like number 8. And again, a hands number 2. How would that play out? How would our hands number manage to deal with the aspirations of our head number? The above-mentioned scenario may pose some obstacles, or may require some more time until one finds a proper way to strike the right balance between two such different intensities. But I want you to just see how intuitive we can speak the moment we transition into body locations. Now let's look at another interaction, this time between our head number and our legs number. I explained earlier that in the human body numerology, the head number reveals our ways of thinking as well. This is unique to the human body numerology. The legs number reveals how we communicate that to the world, to other people. Now, as these two locations interact with one another, we may come to learn how authentically a person is able to communicate what they think to the world, to people they may meet. Imagine yourself for a moment in a social gathering, talking to people about some deep topic. Say now your head number is a 7, with strong and deep opinions, very reflective. But your legs number is a 3, with a tendency to make everything seem nicer and friendlier than it actually is. On the one hand, this could be an advantage because you could communicate your deep thoughts from the head number in lovable and digestible ways for others to receive. But you might also tend to dilute the message and turn it into something far more simplistic than it really is, thus miscommunicating your actual deeper inner reflections coming from the head number. Can you see how amazing it is to start playing with these body dynamics and reveal the more subtle ways in which your inner world plays out in real life? Let's take one more example. Say my heart number is a 6, representing a deep and fundamental search for love, connection, and fulfillment through family and community. But I meant my heart number. Pardon me, I think I said head. So say my heart number is a 6, okay? Repeating myself here, correcting myself. So say your heart number is a 6, representing this profound, deep, fundamental search for love, right? Right at the core of your journey. But your head number is a 5, revealing dreams about freedom and adventure. Now, both of these are very central locations in your chart, both the heart number and the head number. In fact, they are part of what we call in the Human Body Method the upper triad, or the sacred triad. Now imagine that you meet someone you like, pardon me, and you sort of start getting closer. And slowly but surely, it seems that a relationship is forming between you. Your heart number feels deeply happy about the prospect of warmth, connection, and maybe even the building of a family together in the future. How awesome is that? But wait a second, what about your head number? Your head number dreams about adventure, freedom, free sexuality, traveling the world, and so on. That part of you might actually be afraid that a relationship is a sort of an imprisonment. And suddenly you find yourself in a battle between head and heart. Does that sound familiar to you from life itself? The battle between head and heart? Which one will win? And how do you reconcile the two? Well, there are many ways to answer that, and I will leave it to you to think about. What I want you to notice, though, is how intuitive and spontaneous the human body numerology is, and how much information you can easily glean by simply imagining how your different body locations will interact with one another. When you stop thinking about yourself in terms of generalized titles, but in terms of living body locations, actual energetic locations, it forms a living connection between you and the numbers and trains you to sense into the numbers as living energies that are throbbing and moving you and your life in the most intuitive ways. And in my opinion, that's one of the great advantages of the Human Body Method over what we currently know as Western numerology, or the methodologies and titles of Western numerology. It brings everything to life. And I'm speaking from my own experience and that of my students. I'm truly proud to be a teacher and an ambassador of this brilliant method worldwide, and to have certified students from many different countries. I'm also deeply grateful to my teacher, Sharon Ron, for having given birth to this incredible method and having taught and initiated me in a personal one-on-one basis to this method. There's just no better way to be initiated to this type of profound study. And I do hope to see more students become certified in this brilliant method, and hopefully some new teachers budding worldwide. I believe that this method has the potential to change the face of numerology and show just how deep, profound, and relevant this spiritual science really is. And I hope that by sharing this with you, I inspired you to see the beauty of numerology and potentially to dive deeper into it. And so before we wrap this up, if you are enjoying this podcast, my dear friend, and want to keep learning more grounded, applicable, high-quality numerology, make sure to click the follow or subscribe button on the platform you're listening from and become part of my numerology community. Remember also to leave your answers to the questions at the end of the episodes. It truly helps me know more about you and provide you with better content. Don't forget to check out my Professional Numerology Studies and Professional Numerology Readings. Remember that there are 2 study paths, the Self-Study Numerology course and In-Depth Numerology Certification Studies, where you can acquire deeper mastery of numerology. My friends, I'm so happy to have shared this episode with you today. And as always, I'll see you in the next episodes. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, and you want to go deeper into numerology, check out my website, tom-eckert.com. You can also book a numerology reading or even study numerology yourself through my courses. I'll see you in the next episode.